Many parents believe that it is necessary to have a teaching credential in order to be qualified for teaching children what they need to learn, to become productive and successful adults. Although it is a tremendous responsibility to teach your own child, the rewards can be priceless. The pros and cons of homeschooling are many, but do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? With total control over your child's homeschooling needs, you have the flexibility to teach your child values that cannot be taught in a public classroom. On the other hand, your time will not be as free as it used to be. The education a child can gain from a loving and concerned parent will be much greater than is possible to receive in a public school system. You don't need a teaching credential, or even a college degree, just the desire to give your child a quality education. If there are subjects that you don't feel comfortable teaching, it is possible to hire a tutor for those classes. Your homeschool curriculum can even incorporate other things such as your own religious and moral beliefs, something that will not be taught in a public school system. By taking control of a child's education, a parent can shape that child's value system better than anyone else. There are two main requirements necessary to achieve a rewarding homeschooling experience for both you and your child. Obviously, you must have a desire to teach your children, that is number one. If you are doing it out of duty or obligation, you may soon find yourself in way over your head and wanting to get out. The second requirement is determination. You must truly want your child to succeed and be willing to put forth the time and effort it takes for your child to reach his or her potential. With these two ingredients, your child may be able to realize an education that could not be achieved in a public classroom. You, more than anyone else, want your child to reach their full potential. This is usually not possible in a crowded classroom environment. A child, to learn at their best, must have one-on-one instruction from someone who truly cares for them. And who better than you can give that to them? Public school teachers are overwhelmed by the sheer number of students they must control every day. With the many different learning styles, discipline problems, regulations that need to be followed, and other factors, a public school teacher cannot spend the individual time with each child that is necessary to bring out that child's best. Homeschooling can help children to blossom and bring out a child's full potential like nothing else can. Do you have doubts about your ability to teach? All you have to do to overcome your fear is to visit a public classroom for a day. Visit a kindergarten class, or a first grade class, and you will see that much of the time spent is merely controlling the children's behavioral problems. The lessons that are taught are usually very simple. In a one-on-one home atmosphere, you will be able to progress at your own pace. With a few homeschool books and lesson plans, you will be able to get started very easily. Remember, you are starting your teaching experience with a very young child. And you will actually be able to learn as you go. With a little preparation, it is possible to grow with your child. And the first time you see some of your instruction sink into your child's brain, you will feel satisfied that you are performing a very important task. You will surely be surprised at how effective you can be as your child's homeschool instructor. Public school teachers have their curriculum all laid out for them. They must follow programs and use materials that others have already approved for them. They must also move at a predetermined pace so that they can get through their study programs, even if it means going forward at the expense of a child understanding what has been taught. You, on the other hand, can come up with your own homeschooling curriculum, which can include religious or moral beliefs. You can take a field trip anytime you desire. You can make sure your child fully grasps a specific subject before moving forward. This will allow your child the opportunity to learn as they should be learning and at a pace they can keep up with. In a public system, the slower children are often left behind. There are negatives as well as positives, however. The biggest negative to homeschooling is your time. Your child will most likely receive a more rewarding education at home, but you will be devoting lots of your time to this cause. This could be a big sacrifice, especially if you are struggling financially and need to work. However, with a real desire you may be able to live without luxuries that will give you the time you need to offer your child the education they deserve. Search the internet for lesson plans, other pros and cons, Christian homeschooling information, homeschooling requirements, homeschooling books, eclectic homeschooling and other topics of interest. After researching this subject you may find that teaching your child will be even more rewarding for you than it is for your child. If you would like to develop a special bond with your child, homeschooling may be the way. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please stop by our site for more homeschooling info. If you are interested in a Christian, self-paced, online homeschooling course with customizable curriculum, just follow the link in the description.